Hey there, Latin 3. We are on to chapter 59. Before we get to it, though, I would encourage you to read pages 50 and 51 because it kind of gets into what we're about to look at. There's all kinds of interesting stuff. Tons of ink has been spilled about Cicero. He's really quite something. But first and foremost, he is a right bastard. He did not mind lying in order to get people to think things. So he was a very clever orator. He had a genius for oratory, but he was by no means a good guy. He was just convincing. That doesn't mean that he didn't line up on the side of right several times, but his skill is undeniable. His morals are more arguable. So here we are in 59 big A. And as I recall, all of this comes from Cicero's Pro Milone, and there's just excerpts. I completely understand that this is a very hard chapter, so go over it multiple times. Cicero is big on tying things together in all kinds of clever ways and using different sounds and things like that. So here we go. Meanwhile, since Clodius knew, for it was not difficult to know, that on January 18, Milo had a customary, legitimate, and necessary journey to make to Lanuvium in order to appoint a priest. Because Milo was the chief magistrate of Lanuvium, he, Clodius, suddenly set out from Rome that day, the day before, to arrange an ambush for Milo in front of his own farm, his own being Clodius's farm, as subsequent events proved. And his departure, that is Clodius's, was so timed that he left a rowdy public meeting in which his mad frenzy was in demand, and which was being held on that very day, and which he would never have left unless he had wanted to appear at that time and at that place of the foul deed indeed. So we have motive, means, and opportunity. So he's setting forth his case. Rewind this several times if you need to, so that you can make some sense out of it. And of course, make sure that you answer the reading comprehension questions. This is kind of like the smallest amount of text that will cause you the greatest amount of consternation, and I get that. And in the next video, we'll talk about B.